We are discussing about the animal kingdom multiple choice questions which are used for the NEET, Karnataka CET, CU CET and other competitive exams. See, already we have discussed up to the question number 10. Now we have to discuss from the question number 11. Question number 11. In sponges, spongiocele is lined by. They asked the question. In sponges, spongiocele is lined by which type of cells? If you observe the sponges, there is a cavity is present inside the sponges. Here, this is the cavity. The cavity which is present in the sponges is called spongiocele. Okay, if you see sponges, sponges contain water canal system. In the water canal system, water enter into the body through the small holes which are present in the on the surface of body, that is called ostia. Through ostia, water enters into the spongiocele. From spongiocele to again water goes outside through the asculum. Here, the cavity or the spongiocele of sponges lined by cells. Here you can observe the cells. These are the cells. These cells are called as choanocytes. Okay, the name of these cells are choanocytes or collar cells. Hence, option 2 is correct answer. Choanocytes or collar cells are cells which are lined by the spongiocele of sponges. Next, question number 12. In sea walnuts and poom jellies, the fertilization is. They asked the question, which type of fertilization can you see in the sea walnuts and poom jellies? The sea walnuts and the poom jellies are belongs to phylum Ctenophora. Phylum Ctenophora. Which type of fertilization can you see in the phylum Ctenophora? Which type of fertilization can you see? That is external fertilization. Phylum Ctenophora animals exhibit external fertilization. See, if you observe here, in external fertilization, ovum and sperm both are fused outside the body. That type of fertilization is called external fertilization. This type of external fertilization also we can see in the fishes and amphibians. That is about external fertilization. External fertilization we can observe in the ctenophores. Here the sea walnut and poom jellies, these two are belongs to phylum Ctenophora. Hence, they will exhibit the external fertilization. For question number 12, option 2 is correct. Next, we have to discuss about the question number 13. In question number 13, they have given that which of the following is correct set of animals with blind sac body plan. Which of the following is correct set of animals with blind sac of body plan? Here, blind sac of body plan. Blind sac of body plan means they contain only one opening. The digestive system contain only one opening. Only mouth is present but anus is absent. Those type of digestive system is called incomplete digestive system. Apart from that, those type of animals also called as blind sac body plan animals. Here, if you see the option 1, Ophiura, which belongs to Echinodermata, in the bracket the words are given by me only for better understanding. Fasciola. Fasciola is animal which belongs to Platyhelminthes. And Adamsia. Adamsia belongs to the phylum Cnidaria. These three animals contain blind sac body plan. Blind sac body plan is present in these three types of animals. Hence, question number 13, option 1 is correct. Next, question number 14. Which of the following organism is pseudocoelomate? Here, they have given 4 animal names. Then, what we have to do? We have to identify which animal contains pseudocoelomate. Pseudocoelomate means they contain false coelom or they contain pouches of coelom. If you observe the animals are divided into 3 types based on presence or absence of coelom. that are acoelomates and pseudocoelomates and eucoelomates. Acoelomates example Platyhelminthes. Next, pseudocoelomates example Aschelminthes. Eucoelomates example from Annelida to Chordata. Here if you see that option 1 they have given tongueworm. Tongueworm belongs to Arthropoda. Arthropoda means which contains eucoelom, true coelom, not the pseudocoelom. Then in option 2 they have given that tapeworm. Tapeworm belongs to Platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes contain acoelomates. Platyhelminthes are one type of acoelomates. Those are not the pseudocoelomates. Here they ask the question clearly, which organism is a pseudocoelomate? Hence option 2 also not our answer. Next option 3 they have given that earthworm. Earthworm belongs to which phylum? Earthworm belongs to which phylum? Earthworm belongs to Annelida phylum. Already I have told that the annelids to chordates animals exhibit the eucoelomates or true coelom. Hence that is also not our answer. Next if you see the fourth one, hookworm. Here I have given the diagram of hookworm. Okay, this hookworm belongs to Aschelminthes. Hence already we know that the Aschelminthes phylum animals exhibit the pseudocoelom. Hence here the answer is option 4. Hookworm exhibit the pseudocoelom. 14th option 4 is the correct answer. Next question number 15. All flatworms differ from roundworms in having. Here we have to differentiate. Flatworms means Platyhelminthes. Flatworms means Platyhelminthes with the Aschelminthes. Aschelminthes means roundworm. Here what we have to do? Flatworms. What is the difference between main difference between flatworms and roundworms? Okay, option 1 only correct. Solid mesoderm. If you observe here I have given one flatworm diagram. The cavity is absent. The mesoderm will form the mesenchyme. That mesenchyme is completely filled in the cavity. Hence there is no cavity. In that cavity you can see there is no cavity. Instead of cavity you can see the tissue. Hence this is an example for the solid mesoderm. That is about the 15th question. Option 1 is a correct answer for the 15th question. Thank you.